Hey, thank you for being with us. This is Zach with Web3 Reviews. Today I have a special episode for you. It's Tuesday, March 4th, but I'm going to be talking to you about my journey to ETH Denver. Remember that none of this is financial advice. Last week I heard all the noise about ETH Denver. I realized I was missing it. I was at my 9-to-5 job. I looked up the speakers. I saw the likes of David Schwartz, Caitlin Long, Joseph Lubin. I told my wife I had to go. There was a karate combat event on Friday night. People were going to be there on Saturday. It was a chance for me to network and talk about the channel. It was a chance for me to meet other crypto companies. I managed to get a meeting with Nate, the CEO of DeEEP Network and Nerd Nodes. So I felt like that was worthwhile for the trip right there. I got off work early on Friday and I hit the road straight to the airport. I didn't know what I was in for.
I ain't really got no other plan. Hustle bring the pain and the money in. Hop off the stage to a money van. Pain tell her face she stuttering. I ain't really got no other plan. Hustle bring the pain and the money in. Hop off the stage to a money van. Pain tell her face she stuttering. Watch you kick it and cut away. Niggas around here be on other shit. Baby, I'm champ, I'm bubbling. Shawty on site, she poppin' it. 22 sound like a snare drum hit. She don't get no dick. Mala shawty throw a fit, roll her old, then I smoke.
This whole 7 years I've been in crypto, I've wanted to manage my ability to stay anonymous. And a crypto conference kind of goes against that. You're telling people that you're in crypto. You're telling people who you are on the internet. When I told people I was going to a crypto conference, they told me it's all about the friends you make and the people you meet, which I thought was cliche, but I thought I'd go and check it out for myself. After eating, taking those drinks, I fell right asleep. By the time I woke up, we were touching down in Denver, the infamous Denver airport. And I saw crypto posters right away. The right idea will fly. They're referencing the Wright brothers. Also, they're talking about crypto. That's what spoke to me. I'm headed to this crypto conference and I see this sign, the right idea will fly. Alamo hooked me up with the 2025 Ford Escort. Got to see what that 2025 vehicle's like. Is the tech better? Driving through Denver at night on my way to karate combat. My excitement and butterflies started to grow. I didn't know anybody at the event. Would I make friends easily? Where was my seat? It just said VIP and it said every seat is a good seat. I got in. The venue was nice. It's a standing room only event. Wherever you end up standing is where you get to stand. As people leave, they go get beers, they go to the bathroom, you can move down. 80% of the events were knockouts. I was there for about half the card. I missed all the fights on the Influencer Fight Club card, but I saw the latter half of the card, including the main event. And it was badass. People were losing their mind. Fighters were throwing down. This dude brought his King Corso to the event. He ended up losing in the pit. The dog couldn't get in the pit with him. This event spoke to me. You look at the price of a karate combat token. There are 3 zeros before the first digit. It's a very low cap token to say the least. But this is a real event. It was sold out. There were people there who were excited about MMA. There were fighters there who were excited about growing their career. It's not a gimmick. Karate combat is real. And going to the event led to this great moment afterwards, where I had the chance to say hello to the CEO.
So Zach with Web3 Reviews. Me and my community are bullish on your token.
Hell yeah, finally,
Yes,
let's
sir.
do it,
We're
bro.
bullish on your token.
Let's go.
I was a college hooper, and I'm hoping to be out there with the IFC one day.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, man.
The IFC, I mean, it's unbelievable what these guys are able to do with very short camps. You know, they change their life with it. You're already in amazing shape, so you don't need, like, some of the other guys need to lose weight. You look, you're ready to fight right now, so definitely, I'd love to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, pleasure.
Can't wait for the future of karate combat.
Thank you
Yes,
very
sir.
much.
Until next time. Let's go.
And that's the truth. I can't wait for the future of karate combat. The future is bright for crypto. And if you're in a crypto that's going to make it for the next 5 to 10 years, you're going to be looking nice. It's going to be a lottery of some sorts, whether you put in 1,000 to turn to 10K and you've been gambling on karate combat this whole time. So maybe you've increased the amount of tokens you have, or maybe you hit it times 20, times 50. That's a win. My first night in Denver was a success.
Lost where no one knows your name.
Day 2, Saturday, I got to go to the ETH conference.
Are you my friend now, my peace or pain? And it was all she could do.
Pulling up to ETH Denver, the parking lot was starting to fill up as early as 9 a.m.
To get you. And we thought it was neon light shining through for a
Some of the first people I saw was the Squid Games. Oh, thank you.
We're new purse exchanges.
They handed me a card for hibachi.xyz. I got fortune cookies with Algorand branding. Think for yourself. There was a company who was doing marketing passing around fortune cookies. I met a wizard, Mitch Valentine. Now, Mitch Valentine helped me get in the right mindset for the conference from the moment I got there. I met this individual as well as a few other really nice people over at the merch tent. I met these people at the merch tent, and they were more than friendly. They told me they would give me discounts on merch. They told me they would help me get introduced to people. They told me it was my first conference and that I had to set myself to a high standard of what I wanted to accomplish. I wanted to meet people who ran the conference. I wanted to set myself up networking wise to come back and do it again and do it better. Mitch Valentine told me that he had been to a wizarding party earlier in the week and that this was his 8th crypto conference. Now, a wizarding party, take from that what you will, but David Schwartz was there. Vitalik was there. There were real wizards in attendance. And Mitch Valentine being allowed to go to the party, that spoke to me that he was one of these wizards. Now, it's just like Gandalf the Grey, right? That was one of the lower level wizards, but he eventually becomes Gandalf the White. I couldn't tell you at what level Mitch was. I myself am not a wizard. I don't know, right? But I know that this guy had a good vibe to him. And he gave me some words of wisdom. I asked him if he could go introduce me to somebody who I didn't even know, somebody whose name I didn't even know. And Mitch Valentine told me this. He said, imminent psychological change. And he said that about 7 or 8 times. And then he told me what it meant. He said, you think about what you want to have happen and you go for a walk through this conference or through the streets of life and watch what you wanted to have happen make real. And once this happens, continue your walk and reflect on how that occurred and then try to recreate that. Imminent psychological change. It was something like that. He said it multiple times to me and then poof, he was gone. I spoke to a wizard, friends. I did. While I didn't get to meet David Schwartz and I didn't get to see the Badgers dance, I did speak to a wizard and I did meet incredible friends. Everybody I spoke to, I asked them, what do you do in the industry? I told them I'm Zach with Web3 Reviews. I'm a content creator. Some people had even told me that they had heard of me. Some people said they had seen my videos. A lot of folks hadn't, but they were just friendly. And that was cool. Nobody was standoffish. I didn't talk to anybody there who was an asshole. We had the Dogecoin Cybertruck. We had a unicorn playing the drums. This was as hippie as it got right here. We had this nice drum circle going. It reminded me of a South Park episode. I thought it was cool. This was as close to the Badger dance as we got. And there was no devs doing the Badger dance. I didn't see any ETH devs. I saw a lot of people working on their individual projects. This is Hopi, the custom shoe artist. Check out his socials. These shoes will run you anywhere from $900 to $1,000. They're custom made. They take 1 month of Hopi's life. Hopi's a really cool guy. He was running his shoes at the merch tent. He was meeting people. I had a chance to speak to him. I really liked his collection. I wanted to show you guys these. Look at how intricate that is. He likes to work with the Air Jordan 1 OGs. Holler at Hopi if you're trying to get some kicks.
Cool, man. Let me see this. The worms.
This was Captain ETH. I got a stuffed animal for my kid, but he was drawing people, an AI that draws people. I thought that was pretty sweet. While it wasn't an event that was absolutely packed with people, the people that were there were quality. And I'll take quality over quantity anytime. I left with more merchandise than I could even carry off. I had to go back to the car multiple times just to drop stuff off. There was a bunch of gaming companies there. This one stood out to me. Somnia, which is the opposite of insomnia. Somnia is the god of dreams. I thought Arbitrum had a cool booth. There was a lot of cool booths. Pi Squared, Quant Stamp, which apparently came out before Quant. There was the Portal. I entered the Portal. I showed up to the ETH conference in Denver. I entered the Portal. And while I didn't see any Badger Dancing devs, and I didn't meet David Schwartz or Vitalik, I did get to talk to the CEO of Karate Combat, the CEO of Deep Network. I met the wizard Mitch Valentine, as well as countless other friends. I got to hang out in the ETH globe and experience this trippy, serene setting. It was a beautiful time, and as cliche as I thought it was about how it's not about the tech as much as it's about the people, it turned out to be about the people. This is something I've been doing for 7 years, and it's all been about online activity, shit talking on Twitter, buying cryptos with the thought of hopium. This was a place where all that came together, and I met a lot of other industry folks who were in here for 7, 8 years. The final thing I did at ETH Denver was I attended the mansion party. While I was skeptical at first, it said that there would be food from chefs, as well as drinks. I showed up to a great view of Denver, good music, good friends. And that's when I met Mikey from Profit Lady Corporation. And Mikey told me that he was a top 10 MMA gambler in the world, based on the numbers that he had in front of him. His company makes these cool Pokemon card esques for ProfitLady.com. Let's hear what he had to say though.
All right, we're standing here with Mikey from Profit Lady Corporation. You're putting out more for your DeFi DAO than what other DeFi DAOs are from an annual APY.
Yeah, we're doing about 85% ROI per year as of right now.
And talk to me about how you're pulling this off.
All right, so you give us your worthless Ethereum coins, which are going down 20% a day. You give us your ETH, we give you tokens, and we gamble that shit. And we buy back and burn the token, and we're doing 85% a year as of right now.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And what's your number one gambling? You going MMA?
Yeah, we do UFC.
UFC.
We specialize in UFC.
Let's go. Well, hey, thank you for your time, Mikey.
Thank you, my man.
Mikey will give you a return like a hedge fund. He calls himself a hedge fund. Profit Lady Corporation. But what they're doing is relying on his resilience in that MMA gambling field. I liked his energy. I liked his persona. Go check out Profit Lady. I'm going to be talking about more of the games and the companies that I saw at this as I go on. I'm still unpacking and unraveling all that I got to see and hear. It was an incredible experience at ETH Denver, and I recommend you go check out a crypto conference if you have the chance. Zach with Web3 Reviews. Thank you for being with us. Until next time.
Everybody's lonely. I know she told me yesterday. A red jaw sunk left and a speed best left a bullet train. You know that we are dying, and they'll be hell to pay. I ain't really got right, not since yesterday. And the only thing that's holy is my loves will never see me in this place. I vowed a lie like I was looking in her face. And the only thing that holds me is that feeling that I had and now it's gone. And I begin to miss you, more like something I confess to than something I could even add on. Won't you go down to the store for me? Pick up a pack of cigs, light though it might not quite a suffering.